Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's the NFC Championship.
For the right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58, it's NFC Championship time. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the...
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. To try again after the sack. Stafford under pressure, and they got to him again. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at the 33. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Looking underneath. He's got Akers. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. 42 yards rushing now as he's looked good here in this opening quarter of the NFC Championship. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Stafford. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. The give is to Jones. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. He finds Robinson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On first down, Akers. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he is going to have a Packers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A give to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks.
Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Packers have taken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Point after, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. 30. The 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Now the try here for the extra point. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And the Rams defense, they make their way back out there now. And a big reason we're tied as we get a look at them here, the 3 turnovers they forced.
And you know that the pride has really kicked in on the defensive side because they are the reason that they're in the position they're in right now. A tie game, they're trying to figure out a way to take it away again. And if so, that could put them in the lead.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man, complete, and all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now is Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Baltimore Ravens who are heading back to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And here's Jones again on second down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jones. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Operating from the gun. Rodgers over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. on second down now. It's Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 109 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. On first down, Rodgers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Looking to throw. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll run on first down. Akers. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to have a Rams first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Akers. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Akers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From the red zone now, Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. To throw is Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a quick throw here that's complete.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Dillon.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
A.J. Dillon
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Packers have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game. So it was the passing game that got him down.
Throwing is Rodgers. Man open is Robinson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Rodgers.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
What would the dive look at?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Rams on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. Airing it out deep for Woods.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.